Good morning, everyone. I'm Daniel Drake.
And I'm Alicia Burke. Welcome to Long Beach Local News' weekly update. Please feel free to join our live chat and let us know your questions. We'll try our best to address as many as we can throughout the show.
So we got a lot of stories up today. It's going to be a big show and a lot of hard topics and some fun stuff to look forward to. But to start off, we're going to be looking at some police release a body camera video from an officer-involved shooting that took place in Long Beach earlier this week. Long Beach local residents expressed major concerns over newly adopted city budget. Local nonprofit fights overdose stigma and calls for awareness. Long Beach Police Department to hold DUI checkpoint tonight, August 27th. Some fun things to do this weekend. And we're going to celebrate International Dogs Day in Long Beach with some special guests.
All right, very excited for that. Today, we're going to begin with some breaking news. Last night, we obtained body camera video released by the Long Beach Police Department showing an officer-involved shooting. Before we show this video, we want to warn viewers that this video contains graphic footage and can be difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, this video shows the incident that occurred on August 8th in the 1700 block of Harbor Avenue. After releasing the video on our website and social media pages, there was obvious outcry from the community, as this is not the first incident involving an officer-related shooting. Here are some of the comments that we've been seeing, and please, if you're watching, let us know your opinion. So actually, we do not have the actual comments, but basically what we've been seeing is just people saying that they are very upset about what is going on. Again, this is not the first officer-related shooting. We just talked about, we're going to talk about the budget, and the police have obviously gotten an increase in their budget. And so people are obviously very upset about this. And we have our own opinions. But it is, yeah.
But, the facts are there.
Yes.
And, this is a pivotal time for the police department here in Long Beach, and especially all across the country. And no matter what side somebody wants to take, or if they want to take a side, regardless of the circumstances, somebody has been injured, and it is terrible.
Absolutely. And we've done our due diligence. We got the footage last night, and obviously we released it as we, wanted the public to know what was going on. LBPD did reach out to us and to our producers and wanted us to relay that the video does have commentary related to the incident and the suspect in custody. Our posted videos do feature this commentary, but voiceover or not, this video has already started a firestorm within this community. So all the information, again, like I said, we received from the Long Beach PD related to the incident can be found on our website, and we'll continue to follow the story and provide updates as we get them.
Yeah, and we are interested to hear what you guys feel about this, because I feel that a lot of what we've been hearing is a lack of voter efficacy. People within the city don't feel that their voices are being heard one way or another, and we want you to feel heard, and we want to hear you. So let us know what you're thinking, and we'll try and do our best to uplift your voices and get them heard by the people who really, really need to hear it.
Absolutely.
But in other news, the Long Beach City Council voted to adopt the Garcia administration's $3 billion budget for the 2022 fiscal year this past Tuesday on August 24th. The new budget includes a notable and controversial increase to the budget of the Long Beach Police Department to the tune of $250 million, or about 64% of the total general fund. That is a huge part of our fund where, there are a lot of other city-run organizations and services that are significantly underfunded. But unrelated, related, although the full allocation of the funds has not yet been fully disclosed, a few items listed within the proposal included $2.2 million for something called Neighborhood Safe Streets Initiative in the police department, and a $13.6 million investment for radio replacement lease costs, which is going to effectively deter the possibility for media coverage of breaking news throughout the city without the permission and allocation of information through the PD, which is going to inhibit our ability and all local news ability to provide a form of checks and balances with these organizations. The proposed and now adopted budget has met with immediate opposition from community members upon proposal. We've had organizations and individuals all speak out against this, and some in support, but it's been very adamantly in contradiction to this. And it was released back in July, so we've had some time to really go over this. But one of their main complaints has been the police budget. Many residents expressed their concerns on social media and in person at budget hearings, citing years of turmoil between law enforcement and the community they police, as well as within the years-long protests across the country following the killing of unarmed Black people and by officers throughout history, and more specifically in 2020. Those opposed to the city's budget felt the increase in the budget for the PD was unnecessary and that it rewarded negative behavior of police while ignoring the real concerns of local citizens. The secrecy regarding the future of this budget and these funds, if awarded, continues to be a cause for concern for many throughout the city. During the budget hearings, many residents raised their voices to protest against the police budget increase. Some even provided alternative uses for these funds that could directly benefit local communities throughout the city, which has been called the people's budget. Despite significant uproar against this budget, the City of Long Beach and the City Council has unanimously voted to support the bill, including the pivotal issue of police funding. As you can see on your screen, we have a quote from one of the leaders of the Long Beach Immigration Rights Coalition, who, as an individual and an organization, has been an adamant supporter of the people's budget and in big and very loud opposition to this increase in police budgeting. So it's something to keep your eye on. The budget, it will go into effect, I believe,
October 1st.
October 1st.
Yes.
So there's some time between now and then. But if you are in support of this, please share that opinion with people. There needs to be dialogue about this. And if you are in opposition, that also needs to be heard.
Absolutely. Definitely another story we will be covering and focusing on. Another event happening this week, if you want to support a local nonprofit, the Transformation Support Network, which is a local nonprofit organization, they're going to be hosting a 5K fun run and an overdose awareness vigil to raise awareness of overdose and to reduce the stigma associated with drug-related death. The mission of the TSN, founded by behavioral healthcare professional Tammy Stewart-Nelson, is to support individuals in recovery to transform their lives to achieve a life filled with healthy choices while maintaining sobriety through dignity enhancement, community involvement, fitness, wellness, and fun. Founder Stewart-Nelson says, as someone who has lost both parents to addiction, I am passionate about supporting people in their journey to long-term sobriety. For me, it's not just about helping a particular individual, but rather helping to rebuild and reconnect families. And by helping to rebuild families, we are in turn helping to rebuild the community. TSN will host their first Stepping for Sobriety 5K fun walk and run tomorrow at 7550 East Spring Street from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. On Tuesday, August 31st, TSN will host the Overdose Awareness Candle Vigil at Schreier Park at 4600 Long Beach Boulevard at 7:30 p.m. Participants will light candles in memory of those who have died from overdose, then walk down Atlantic Boulevard to San Antonio Boulevard and back. The event is free and open to the public, but registration is requested through Eventbrite. For more information on the TSN, visit www.transformationsupportnetwork.org. Definitely a great organization. I was able to speak with Tammy, and she gave me all the information on the organization that she started. Like I said, she was a behavioral specialist, and she's just doing phenomenal things, and it's their 1-year anniversary. So definitely get out there and support if you can.
It sounds like a really powerful event.
Yes.
But in other news, the Long Beach Police Department will hold a DUI checkpoint tonight on August 27th from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the North Patrol Division. During the checkpoint, officers will be looking for signs that drivers are under the influence of alcohol and or drugs. The safety of our community is and always has been our mission, Sergeant Steve Schmock said. We are still out there looking for impaired drivers because driving under the influence is still dangerous. The Long Beach Police Department reminds the public that impaired driving is not just from alcohol. Some prescription medications or over-the-counter drugs may interfere with driving. Always follow directions for use and read warning labels about driving or operating heavy machinery, which includes driving a car. While medical and recreational marijuana are legal, driving under the influence of marijuana is not. So please, if you plan on drinking or taking medication or smoking, that may impact your ability to drive safely, plan on staying home or coordinating a ride. It's very simple and easy to prevent because drivers charged with a DUI could face an average of $13,500 in fines and penalties, as well as a suspended license.
Not worth it at all. And if you are looking to do something this weekend, but you want to do it safely, get that ride share and come on down and join us for a free whiskey tasting. So we were going to be at Roxanne's, which is located at 115 East Warlow Road. Roxanne's will be hosting a free whiskey tasting from 1 to 4 p.m. So we're going to be there. We're going to be doing a community. We love Roxanne's. So this will be a good one. And the featured drink will be Willie's Tin Shop Distillery, and they're going to have their own whiskey that everyone will be tasting, and it's called the Dirty Prospector Whiskey, which is Long Beach's first premium whiskey. So I'm actually very excited. I'm not really a whiskey drinker, but I'm just excited to go.
I want to try, but I also know that we're gonna be able to get a special look on some certain parts of the venue and the event. So if you want to tune in, you're gonna see some pretty cool stuff.
That'll be a fun one. So all tasting participants must be 21 years or older and can register for the event on Eventbrite. For more information on Roxanne's, visit www.rocks.bar.
And coming up after this short break, our reporter Casey Wilson will be joined by Julie Dyer and some furry friends from the Animal Care Services. So tune in to learn more about this organization and to see these adorable and adoptable dogs here in Long Beach.
Envision a port where cargo is moved only by zero-emissions cargo handling equipment. That is the objective set by the Port of Long Beach, where technology advancement efforts to reach its 2030 zero emissions goal are already in full swing. Today at Pier J, operated by SSA Marine, the first of 9 electric rubber-tired gantry cranes, or ERTG cranes, is currently operating as part of a $9.7 million grant from the California Energy Commission to demonstrate a total of 25 pieces of equipment and vehicles that are zero or near zero emissions. This demonstration involves converting 9 existing RTG cranes that run on diesel fuel into cleaner ERTG cranes powered by the electrical grid, thanks to infrastructure improvements made by Southern California Edison. With the second RTG crane conversion now in progress, SSA aims to have all 9 diesel RTG cranes converted into ERTG cranes and placed into service by late 2021. Data will be collected over the 1-year demonstration at Pier J to assess operation, performance, and energy use from each ERTG crane moving goods at one of the largest and busiest ports in the world. As a result of this electrification effort, it is anticipated that over 18 tons of nitrogen oxide emissions and nearly 1,500 tons of greenhouse gases will be eliminated each year. To find out more about all the zero emissions projects currently taking place at the Port of Long Beach, please visit our website.
Hi, this is Casey Wilson with Long Beach Local News. Thank you for joining us today. Yesterday was International Dog Day, so to celebrate, we brought in Julie and Susan from Long Beach Animal Care Services. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
So to start off, we have these 2 adorable dogs. They're up for adoption. Can you please tell us more about them?
Yeah, this is Cherry. Cherry's about 5 years old. She was brought in as a stray by a community member that found her. She is available today. She is a miniature poodle mix, and she just wants to be in someone's lap and giving them kisses. She's really sweet, really mild-tempered, and available for adoption.
And then this is Oso. He is approximately 9 years old. So he's a senior, but don't let that fool you. He still has a lot of energy. He's super sweet. He is a husky, red and white. And Oso, if you don't know, means bear. And he is a little bit bear-like. Super friendly, loves attention, but definitely still needs a bit of exercise like the husky breed does.
Right. Long Beach, Southern California in general, is known for its warm weather, and these days it's been pretty hot out. How can people take care of their dogs?
So hot weather can be really dangerous for pets. So of course you never want to leave them in the car. Even on a 70-degree day with the windows cracked, the temperatures can rocket over 115 in that car quite quickly.
Oh, wow.
In under 30 minutes. Yeah. So you always want to make sure they have access to fresh water. And we kind of use a 5-second rule when you're walking or exercising your dog outside. So ideally, try to avoid those hot times of day, so between the hours of 10 and 5, and take the back of your hand and put it on the concrete. And if you can't leave it there for over 5 seconds, it's too hot for your dog. They can't sweat like us, so they sweat through their paws and through panting. So those paws have to stay cool.
Right. And if people want to help the shelter besides adopting these adorable dogs, how can people do that?
There's several ways you can help the shelter. Of course, you can adopt, and you want to email petadopt@longbeach.gov to schedule an appointment to come in and meet our dogs, cats, rabbits, and sometimes reptiles and birds available for adoption. You can also donate. We're always accepting blankets and pet beds and unopened food for the animals. You can drop that off at the shelter. We are also, for taking volunteers, we're trying to find social media volunteers to help us network our animals. We have pet literacy. And then hopefully soon we'll open back up for new volunteer orientations. And you can also foster. So we have over 100 dogs and 150 cats. All of them are available for foster and adopt. So you can come on in and meet our animals and take one home for a few weeks or a few months and get them out of the shelter and make room for another animal to come in and help us adopt them to great homes.
And I currently have a foster as well, and it's just a wonderful way to make a difference.
And I have a foster fail, which means I tried to foster and I ended up adopting.
I can see how that would be an issue. These guys are just so adorable. Thank you for joining us for the weekly update with Long Beach Local News. This is Casey Wilson. Have a great weekend. You're a sweet boy. Hi. You're a good girl. Oh, she's shaking a little.
That's one of the reasons
Camera
he's
shy.
here.
Yeah.
Are you camera shy? Are you not ready to be?
Envision a port where cargo is moved only by zero emission